Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Friday, June 19th, 2015, around 5:39 in the morning in Belleville, Massachusetts. It's going to be a nice and sunny day. Today, highs around 80. Some news to report. The Boston Red Sox beat the Atlanta Braves by a score of 5-2. They split the four-game home-and-home series with the Braves. And tonight they face off against the Kansas City Royals. And that's about it on the news. My first video subject of the day is my review of the 1999 WWE King of the Ring pay-per-view that happened in Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. Greensboro Coliseum is in the heart of Ric Flair country, and that's Greensboro Coliseum hosted many wrestling events, including the first 4 starrcades. And this King of the Ring pay-per-view had the King of the Ring tournament, and it had the main event with Stone Cold Steve Austin against Vince and Shane McMahon in a ladder match for control of the WWE in a briefcase. And plus they had The Undertaker versus The Rock for the WWE Championship. And this is what happened at the King of the Ring. And this is the dark match that happened. That was just shown to the crowd at Greensboro, North Carolina at the Coliseum. Meet, who was Sean Stasiak, with Terry and Jacqueline, beat Kurt Angle in a dark match. Kurt Angle was first under developmental deal in the WWF at the time, and he was wrestling dark matches. And this is what happened on Sunday Night Heat. The Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, fought the Brood, who were Edge and Christian, with Gangrel to a no contest, and this match was to determine the number 1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. They announced later on Heat that they would redo this match on the King of the Ring pay-per-view and stuff. The next match on Heat was Mideon and Viscera facing off against the Big Boss Man. They defeated the Boss Man 2-on-1 and stuff, as the Boss Man was briefly thrown out of the corporation because he lost to Stone Cold Steve Austin on Monday Night Raw. But the Boss Man rejoined the corporation. And then the next match on Heat was Prince Albert with Droz facing off against Val Venus. Hello, ladies. And Prince Albert won with the bottled bomb on Val Venus. And the last match on Heat was the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, facing off against Shane McMahon. Ken Shamrock won by disqualification because of the interference of the corporation and stuff, but Ken Shamrock went nuts and he injured Shane McMahon. And that led to the King of the Ring pay-per-view, which was called by the voices of the Attitude Era, good old Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. And here's what happened on the pay-per-view on the King of the Ring 1999. The first match was a first-round match for the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. It was X-Pac facing off against Hardcore Holly. X-Pac won this match in about 3.5 minutes by disqualification because of the rough housing of Hardcore Holly. So X-Pac advances to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. The next match was the Big Red Machine Kane facing off against the Big Show in the quarterfinal match of the King of the Ring tournament. This was a back and forth match, and one of those brawl type matches where big guys fight. Kane wins this match, and he advances to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. The next match was another quarterfinal match for the King of the Ring tournament. It was a badass Billy Gunn, he was called Mr. Ass, facing off against Ken Shamrock, and this match was about 3 minutes, but the referee stopped the match because, Ken Shamrock got hurt, so Billy Gunn advances to this King of the Ring semifinals. He was called Mr. Ass. He just turned heel. He broke away from DX, and they were giving him a major push. In the last first round match of the King of the Ring tournament quarterfinals, it was the Road Dogg Jesse James facing off against the ninth wonder of the world, China. China was the first woman to enter the King of the Ring tournament, and this was, probably a very great match, back and forth action, about 14 minutes. Triple H tried to interfere, but he had to no avail, and the Road Dogg beat China to advance to the second round of the King of the Ring tournament. And then the next match was the tag team match to determine the number one contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championship. It was the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, with Michael P.S. Hayes in their corner, facing off against the Brood, Edge and Christian, with Gangrel. This was a great match and stuff. The ending of the match had Gangrel, he drank that blood and stuff, but it's actually tomato droops, and he always likes to spit it. He spit it accidentally at Christian. He thought it was one of the Hardy Boys, and then Jeff pins Christian for the 1, 2, 3, and then they were teasing dissension of the Brood, Edge and Christian, and Gangrel. Eventually they would break up in months ahead. And then then the next match was one of the two semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. It was the Mr. Ass, Billy Gunn, facing off against Kane. Billy Gunn won with the famous and he advances to the King of the Ring finals. And then the second match was X-Pac facing off against Road Dogg Jesse James, two members of DX, and it was a decent match. It was a kind of a clean scientific match. X-Pac won with the spinning heel kick, and afterwards the Road Dogg and X-Pac shakes hands, and X-Pac advances to the King of the Ring finals. And the next match was for the WWE World Championship. It was The Undertaker with Paul Bearer, part of the corporate ministry. And The Undertaker was the WWE champion, facing off against the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? And The Rock and The Undertaker had a great match and stuff. It was, over 17 minutes back and forth. The Rock gave The Undertaker the rock bottom and the people's elbow, but he kicked out of it and stuff, and it was a great match. And The Undertaker beat Rock with the Tombstone for the 1, 2, 3 to attain the WWE Championship. The Rock and The Undertaker, never had a long running program, but it would have been a classic in my opinion. And then they had the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. It was the Mr. Ass, Billy Gunn, facing off against X-Pac, and it was a decent match. Billy Gunn beat X-Pac with the Famouser to win the King of the Ring tournament, and they were going to give the badass Billy Gunn a major push after winning the King of the Ring tournament to develop him as a strong heel, but that never came to be. And then the main event was for control of the WWE in a briefcase in a ladder match. It was Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon facing off against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Originally, Shane McMahon was injured, and Vince McMahon was going to have Stoic Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman to take Shane McMahon's place, but then they showed something on GTV with Shane McMahon and the Mean Street Posse backstage, and then WWE Commissioner Shawn Michaels ordered Shane McMahon to come down and take his place, or they would have forfeited, Vince and Shane would have forfeited the match to Stone Cold and stuff. And then Stone Cold comes in and stuff, and then they have a long brawl for a ladder match, a typical ladder match. Stone Cold tries to get the briefcase and stuff, but it lifts and lifts and lifts, and then stuff. And then eventually, Shane grabs the briefcase and they take back control of the WWE and stuff like that. It was a kind of a horrible way to end the pay-per-view. They never revealed who would push up the ladder and stuff like that. So some people said there would be rumors it was going to be London, Stephanie McMahon. I heard a rumor it would have been good old JR, but that would be ridiculous because I don't think, JR would have ever fit with being a part of Mr. McMahon's stooge unless if it was Stone Cold sent him as a spy, which would have been very, very interesting, but it never came to be. And what did I think about this 1999 WWE King of the Ring pay-per-view? It was very, very disappointing and stuff, having like Stone Cold lose to Vince and Shane at the end for like to control of the WWE and the storyline. But this is when the WWE was going into Wall Street on the New York Stock Exchange and stuff like that, and the investors didn't want to have like a Stone Cold really be the on television as the owner of the WWE, because it would be like having him as the on-screen owner and Vince running it in real life. They would be real confused and stuff, and it would have had stocks going down and stuff. And plus, I didn't really like Stone Cold and Vince McMahon continuing their feud after that higher power was revealed as Vince, because that thing kind of ran its course and stuff, and getting more things interesting just got bored after a while and stuff like that. And also with the WWE pushing Billy Gunn, Mr. Ass, as like a top heel with the King of the Ring, eventually he became a kind of a disappointing King of the Ring when Billy Gunn, his heel push didn't last too long, and then by the fall he was back with DX. And so I'll give this King of the Ring pay-per-view a 4 out of 10. And tomorrow I'm going to review the 2000 WWE King of the Ring pay-per-view, which happened at TD Garden at Boston, Massachusetts. And I'll be back later on in the day for 2 more video blogs. One will be about the junior prom I went to in high school. And then the third and final video blog of the night will be the personality profile continuation of Los Angeles' greatest sports athletes of all time. I'm going to have Oral Hershiser as my personality profile for tonight. Have a good day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and keep calm, and I'm a Julie Bratton guy. Bye.